Hello. How we doing? Howdy howdy everyone. Welcome back to Iron Nest. So we're back on the same mission that we were on before, which was Liberation, the first major mission outside of the tutorial. And, excuse me, hiccups. We had a slight error where the game didn't spawn all of the enemies that we needed to deal with. So I started the mission again, and that seems to have fixed it. And during the warm-up, well, or rather before hitting go, got us all back to where we were before. Unfortunately, that does mean I blew up the cops again. Oops. I did my best. Hang on. If I get rid of all the tokens, there we go. I actually used an AP shell with a much smaller blast radius, and I tried my fucking best to like, really tiny hit them, but I just couldn't. But we got this good boy, who's all dialed in. That is the final unit that for some reason didn't fucking spawn last time. So we're going to start today's stream with a bang. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that's interesting. I apparently missed that guy by about 300 meters. How the fuck did I manage that? God damn it. That guy. Fuck that guy. I'm out of shells as well. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm not ready. Okay. What did I get wrong? What was my... Unclear. Well, that's a good start. I thought I was being all clever and shit, but... Okay, so the bearing's the same. Well... Oh wait, 43.92. Weird. I wonder what was off about my trajectory. Bearing's the same. I knew you would want some boom, and perfect timing, we've just loosed a shell. Excuse me, Commander. Howdy, monkey, how's it going? Right. We've kind of erased several square miles of... There we go. Deleted. But yeah, we've kind of erased several square miles of this town. ammo bunker. Conduct recon flight over grid P4. Oh. Found a vinyl. We'll pop that down and we'll play that in a minute once we've finished. Okay. So we need an AP shell, chunk, and a scout plane. P4. Did they give us a bearing? No. Okay. Yeah, this is just teaching you how to use the scout plane. There it is. So let's get that dialed in. So these are our booms, my good monkey. Who's ready for an 800mm AP shell? Christ on a crutch. Alright, so 7.23 kilometers. AP shell, bearing is 103. 1031. There we go. So 43.38. Okay, while that's sorting itself out. Fully just turn this thing around. Does the model turn while it's turning? Oh, it does. The model turns too. I knew the model would always point at like whatever your bearing was. I didn't realise it actually turned in real time. That's cute. Okay. One 43.38. All the way downtown. Boosh. Scratch one ammo bunker. Sector cleared. Local garrison will consolidate from this point on. Stand down. He's just good with it. The Royal City reclaims. Royal City is restored to the Crown this morning after the General drives out the anti-monarchist occupation forces from its streets. The city, His Majesty the King was pleased to learn, is almost majority intact. Yeah, I'm sorry. Royal train arrives backwards. Much anticipated arrival of the King's inspection train caused surprise when the entire convoy rolled into the Valencia station in reverse. Ministry of Transports insists this was a demonstration of retrograde propulsion excellence, and denies that the locomotive overshot the junction by several kilometres. Crowds cheered nonetheless, facing whichever direction was deemed most loyal. Yep, because you can never just have an honest mistake under fascism. Alright. Continue on. Complete the mission requisitioning only the minimum assets necessary. Yeah. Oh! Monkey, it seems you have arrived just in time. Incendiary shells unlocked. Don't you want to know how we keep starting fires? Oh boy. Alright, we've now got a decision to make. So, skirmish, uncontested front. Enemy forces have been caught mid-resupply in an exposed position. No counter-battery threat has been identified in the sector. High Command has authorised engagement at Iron Nest's discretion. Or, enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river. In response to recent operations, this was anticipated. Iron Nest has been cleared for active engagement under threat of direct fire. Alright. It's time for counter-battery torture. So, turn the Lecky back on. So, enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river. Prioritise elimination of all identified artillery assets. Destroy what remains in detail. Be prepared. Counter-battery timer will commence once first shell lands. So, the enemy will start shooting back. We need to be ready. Oh. Hello. Dear Iron Nest, while advancing, I fell into one of your footprints outside Ciudad Real and twisted my ankle. When I was trying to climb back out, a shell landed where my squad was standing. I am now the only one left. I can still hear them. I don't know if I'll ever stop hearing them. Everyone keeps telling me I was lucky. My mother would have said it wasn't luck. She would have said that God put that hole there to save me. But God didn't put that hole there. You did. Thomas. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Alright, we are at... Oop, whoopsie. So, I6, 5, 3. Boom. Spotters. S10, 1, 4. You are way out there, sir. K564. And M115. Okay. Boom. Right. Let's get that new vinyl on that we just picked up. It's probably safe to bet that all of this music is going to be military marches. So, artillery number 1, bearing 222. Soviet. 94. 221. Oh, 27. This is some interesting triangulation here. So, hang on. Let's start making some notes before I confuse myself. There. And there. And the last one is 8 kilometers. And 2.68 kilometers. Did I get that right? Oh, it's 8.0. Okay, that's not 8 kilometers flat, it's 8.06. So that means it's probably like... I got this right? So that probably means that's going to be like... there? Okay. If I target this one first... it will, maybe the recon photos will help me determine things a bit. So, let's start working this out. Can you imagine being the guy who's like on the symbols in this piece? And he's just like, yeah, just around like sort of the middle, you just go like absolutely sicko mode. Okay. And 90.6, 6 kilometers flat. Okay. Let's start loading this bad boy up. So, want a couple of shells. I think 4 shells should do it. Alright. Load. We want to be absolutely ready. So this one only wants 1 charge. You want 2. Bearing of a bearing to be 90.6. Okay. So you want damn near as high as you'll go. Camera behave, I was taking a sippy. Interesting, there's elevation error. Alright, okay. This is going to be a high angle fucking lob shot. So, 36 degrees flat. Okay. So, launch and then quickly turn to 102.9, The Crunch. Real Monarchist FM. Direct hit. This has not been much help. We'll load a shell, but we don't know what we're going to do with it just yet. So, that clock is how long we have until we get the enemy ranges us. Okay, we're just going to have to hope we can get something decently on target. Okay, 8.24 kilometers. Doing its thing, right. 76.9. Come on, come on, come on. We've only got a couple of minutes. Okay, 49.44. Loose. We are reconning by fire here. That is to say, we're just lobbing shots and kind of hoping. Let's delete some of these markings. Oh! Let's go! That private is why you can just fucking eyeball it. Alright, counter battery vanquished. All hostile units remain across the river. Consolidate the sector, destroy remaining elements, and stand by. Sure fucking boom. Alright. So that will take care of. I'm going to lob a star shell about there, I reckon. There we go. Auto Monkey, here's another one for you. Parachute delayed illumination shell. 800mm flashback, matey. Okay. Bearing 117. No, 1117. There we go. We'll do. There we go. Right, I forgot I technically loaded an HE shell into this thing. Alright. It's fine, we'll just leave that loaded. Do it. Okay. So then 54.3. Let's see what we can light up over here. We didn't pick up anything on the scouting, did we? Like, on the... Yeah, no, we didn't pick up anything over there. Bingo. Hostile spotted. Alright. We just zone in on this guy. $103. Dead. Boom. Oh. Much like the Schwerguster in real life, something fucking breaks on this thing every time you fire it. Any more steam around? No, we seem to be in good order now. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ow. There we go. Okay. And Downtown. The fucking colour aberration on the screen as your character's eyes are, like, vibrating out of his socket. Commander? Go. There's another one. Keep forgetting you can put a big old check mark. I need more shells. Goddamn. Also need a decent opportunity and excuse to use the flame shells. I want to start some fires, damn it. Okay, bearing is 89.5. What? Speak up, man. I can't hear you. Howdy, Ina. Hope you're having a good one. The ears are ringing. .22. Alright. All correct. All correct. We have managed to successfully vanquish the counter battery timer. Figured out how to get basic range data from the car into ABRP. What does that involve? And crunch. Uh-oh. Okay. Enemy artillery has moved into position. We gotta work quick. We gotta work quick. Okay, wait, what? Okay. 93.1. Five. Okay. We want to be aiming 91.5. Of €100 OBD dongle turns out to give the data for the car's account to a web service that they partner with. Oh, that's handy. I tried using one of those on my car, and it just kept saying that like there was no valid response or something. Like it was acknowledging that it was being plugged into the car, but it wouldn't acknowledge that anything was coming out of the car. Should contact on mate. This was years ago. I don't remember. Okay. Boom. Okay, I paid like 20 quid. Alright. So much celluloid. God damn. Alright. 2 hostile units remain across the river. No further threats anticipated. High command is confident. Okay, so what even remains? There's your issue. Yeah. Well, I was kind of pretty broke at the time, and I was like, I couldn't afford for my car to be broken, so I was just like doing my best to figure it out on the ground. Where are the last couple of hostiles going to be? I don't see them. Are they going to be over here? I've got another star shell, so if I just loose a star shell about there. To 4.9. Alright, let's see if this does me any favours. This doesn't need to be exact. That'll do. Doesn't need to be exact. This is a star shell. Come on. Show me what you can show me. Oh wow, we just fucking blinded that dude. Hey buddy. Okay, I'm also just going to call in a spy plane at T1. Going straight north. Also going to buy some powder charges because I'm getting a little low. Where the fuck are you? There you are. Right. So... this dude, who is no doubt clutching his eyes and screaming right about now... Actually, Ina, can you let me know on something? Does system pressure actually do anything? Because I know that the valves kind of work as a health indicator, but do they actually do anything in terms of functionality? They're not at optimal pressure, the mechanism loses speed. Noted. Alright. While we're doing cleanup, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about something that has lodged itself into my brain this morning. You're not under duress, a little pressure loss is not a big difference. I mean, it does make this the inside of the nest rather steamy. Yeah, so randomly cropped up in my recommends, genuinely first thing this morning, is this trailer for something called Doom Sweepers, which is a very ambitious project by this animation group called Lightfold. And it's apparently by the by the same guys that made Glitch Techs and the Lego Monkey Kid animated series. Which sounds delightful, frankly. But it's Doom Sweepers is a very, very, cutesy zombie apocalypse comedy. And apparently they're planning on doing a comic book. There's talk of a game on the cards. And if they can manage it, if they can get enough people interested, they are saying that... I got that right? Was it? Yeah. If they can get enough people interested, they're saying that they will do at least one season of an animated series. But they released a trailer this morning that shows the eponymous Doom Sweepers, who are a group of little janitor guys fighting zombies with the power of friendship and antibacterial spray. And I would definitely recommend that people at least take a look. There we go, vanquished. Kaboom. Alright. Sector is clear. Let's go. This map table must be like an inch deep in fucking celluloid printouts right about now. Da 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 dun da da dun da dun da da. Alright, what's the paper got to say today? Steel's mechanized wonder. The Iron Nest, a shield, not a sword, General insists. General vows Iron Nest project is exclusively a preemptive self-defense measure. Oh boy! Described by international observers as the most formidable land-based weapons platform ever deployed in human history, the Iron Nest fired its guns in anger for the first time yesterday, forced into action by anti-monarchist aggression. I did not build it to use it, the General stated. I built it in the hopes that I would never have to. He then confirmed that the Iron Nest remains exclusively a preemptive self-defense measure and did not take further questions. Ministry announces shortage of shortages. Officials proudly declared that the nation has completely run out of shortages, citing remarkable production figures across every sector. Citizens are advised to celebrate responsibly, as surplus enthusiasm has already caused minor warehouse ruptures. Happens to the best of us. Wanted. Witnesses to nothing unusual. Good memory and steady nerves required. Official statements prepared for you. Jesus. Services, family portraits. Capture your family today before circumstances change. These fucking papers. I love this. This is giving me such, like, throwbacks to, Destroy All Humans and the fucking papers in that game. Eliminated all enemy units in the operational sector. I mean, yeah, that was my mission. And yeah, I had to use a couple of star shells there. Punch cards unlocked. Oh boy! High capacity explosive. Monkey, you ready to blow some shit up? Okay, that's the challenge mode. Yeah, and that's skirmish chill. So that's like a not story mission. Iron Road. Valdemoulin sits astride the supply corridor High Command intends to sever ahead of the coming advance. Garrison there is expecting reinforcements by rail. Yeah, we now have high capacity high explosive. So let's blow some shit up. We're going to make a very big hole. Allied forces are advancing on Valdemoulin. Town controls primary supply corridor through La Mancha. Its capture is required to sustain the offensive. Enemy troop train is inbound along the corridor. Reinforce the garrison ahead of the advance. Be prepared. We will reach Valdemoulin main station at approximately 10:16. Intercept before arrival. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, we need to get a move on. Right. Valdemoulin main station. Rail line runs straight, bearing from main section. Okay. So, excuse me, Commander. B1 6 there. Okay. Main station is main station J604. There we go. Okay, and that's the... yeah, that goes straight away like that. Waypoint A, 6 kilometers from station. Okay. You can also customize the cat. 4 kilometers from station. 2 kilometers from station. So can't I just, like, fucking obliterate the rail lines then? Okay. Train confirmed entering corridor. 5 cars. Right. So they're expected... They are expected to hit waypoint A at 0650. They might stop the train, but if they see that, it won't destroy the train. Ah! I'm with you. Yes, if we just blow up the rail, they'll just stop the train. Da, da, da. Okay. How long is this train, though? 5 cars, locomotive... Okay, 650. We don't have time to pontificate. You know what? Fuck it. Who needs subtlety? Okay, so... Bearing... Do-do-do-do... 14.18 kilometers. Pushing this rather close to the wire. So, it's going to pass waypoint A at 650. Okay, we've got to fire it, like, now. Okay. Wait for it. Da, 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 da. Commander! Commander! I think I might have just gotten it right. I might be a couple of seconds off, though. Boom! He's just good with it. Direct impact to the locomotive. DE_stroyed. I'm gonna get tried in the Hague. Oh boy. Alright. Okay. I need to be right back. Because I am sweating bullets right now. I'm gonna get I'm owing a self-care, so I'm gonna get more ice, more water, and open the window. You'll have fun. I'll be right back. Okay. Good gracious. Right. So, what's the situation now? Two armoured emplacements block the assault trajectory. Allied infantry cannot advance until they are destroyed. The armoured emplacements require AP shells to destroy. Use your horn located above to the left of the trigger console or to the back right of the map to signal the successful destruction of both emplacements. Signalling before you've completed your task will result in mass casualties. Okay, the unit has not moved. Spotters in position. Oh, let's go. Look at that. Locomotive destroyed, platform car destroyed, troop car destroyed, locomotive destroyed, train stopping. Alright. We've got 2 machine gun emplacements. So we're going to have to be rather accurate here. Okay. H8 4-1. Why are my 2 spotters like right next to each other? Got 2 guys on the same ridge here. This seems weird. So 4-1. 4-3. Our 2 spotters are directly next to one another. This seems unhelpful. Okay, pillbox 1. Oh, I see. One guy's measuring distance, the other one's measuring bearing. Okay. 153. '53. .5 kilometers. Okay, I think I've got that right. Zip. There. I measured that right? Yeah. Okay, move you back. Then bearing, so 2.37 kilometers. I'm going to move these tokens because they're actually kind of, these guys are so close together it's actually blocking me. Bearing 149. Look how jaunty this music is. Okay. So, this is going to require 2 armor-piercing shells. I mean, I would think that, like, 800mm high explosive, that just becomes implicitly armor-piercing after a while, right? Especially what is this? 1920-something? Hang on, there was a time. 1927. So yeah, I think it all just becomes armor-piercing after a while. Okay. This is the music that they were using in a lot of the trailers, I believe. Okay. $58.1. So these are both 2 charges. Bearing 64. Love watching this machinery in action. Oh, I didn't even notice. Thank you for quoting that, Ina. I am absolutely keeping that as a clip. I'm definitely clipping that. I actually need to get caught up on clips. I have like 4 that I need to edit that I haven't yet. So 48.3. 58.1. It's 50.1. There we go. Okay. Launch. $58.1. Missed. Now this shot is going to be dead on. Boom. Go, big old check mark on that one. Okay. So we need to... Excuse me, mate. Oh, actually, Monkey, something that I can show you. So check this out. This is our blast template. This tells you how big an explosion is going to be. So we have LE and AP. I don't know what LE is. We have HE and APHE. Fairly respectable explosion. We have high capacity, high explosive, and what appears to be earthquake? Don't know what that is. And whatever the hell Fulch is. Which, that's just like, yes, okay, removing that direction. Got it. So, there's some pretty big booms in this game. Alright, I need another AP shell. Sorry, those guys have been pinned down by machine gun fire while I've been chopsing. Alright. So, I need to tweak my maths just a bit. 65.9. 8 kilometers and 4. So, Ina, I'm curious. Just say yes or no. Because spoilers and that. But is there ever a situation where I would need to fire both guns at the same elevation on the same bearing? I'm just curious. Okay. Also, weird bug that I've noticed is that sometimes the cat will repeatedly bump into the mechanical tracking hands. Need, not so far as I've played. Have you done it though? Heck yes. You love to hear it. Alright, let's hopefully not blow up our own... Nice! Okay, those guys have probably got pretty rocked. Now, there are more targets... Right, what does that mean? Hang on, what's that? Star... Some sort of wheel. What does that mean? No idea. Alright. Gentlemen, you may proceed. Ear-shattering blast. That's assault. Approach successfully cleared. Allied infantry advancing on Valdemula. You may stand down. Optional, eliminate remaining enemy elements in the town. Remaining enemy elements in the town are no longer a required target. Continue fire support is authorized at discretion. Alright. So... these guys are going to have this locked down pretty nicely. What's that icon mean? Some very strange icons on the map. I'm tempted to just, like, since we have it, to just, like, loose a random incendiary out into the distance here. Let's get on with the plot. Let's get on with the plot. I'm not about to start loosing shells into shit that I don't know what's going on. In fact, the firing mechanism is inertia-based. You crank the handle with no guns armed, while the flywheel is spilling. Arm a gun. Alright, we're just fucking cranking that shit. Nice. Railway experts report that supplies are significantly less likely to reach the anti-monarchists after the railway itself has ceased to exist. His Majesty the King congratulated the general and the army on their continued transportation reforms, describing them as an investment in a brighter future for all loyal Castilians present and future. Services, crater filling and conversion. Nice. Wow. Kills per shot ratio across a minimum of 10 enemy kills. Okay. I mean, I didn't even fire 7 shells. I only fired 4. Sustain consecutive kills across 5 missions. Yeah, that's because I missed one. So I've unlocked smoke shells, emergency move, and position report. Alright. Siege of Cartagena. Cartagena's garrison remains encircled, its breakout stalled by concealed coastal batteries. Command of the operation passes to Vice Admiral Mendoza. What's the word? Operational command of Cartagena engagement is transferred to Naval Command, effective immediately. You are henceforth under the authority of the ranking naval officer on station. Vice Admiral Mendoza, good to see you again. Cartagena is held, but barely. Anti-monarchist forces have the city encircled. The garrison cannot break out without clearing the way first. Your primary targets are 3 high-value installations which are concealed from aerial photography. Field intelligence will provide their positions. Be prepared. 2 coastal batteries hold the cliffs overlooking the harbour. They are currently offline. When they come online is not known. Counter battery timer will begin the moment they do. Okay. So we could come under fire any moment. Spotter bearings carry a margin of error up to 5 degrees. This mission relies on chained measurements. Errors compound with each link. Right. Three high-value installations identified in the enemy backline, all concealed from aerial photography. Okay. Enemy signal station. Enemy's assembly area. Oh, I see. 266 from enemy signals. Oh no, we've got to do like trigonometry and shit. We've been marching for days now. Everyone has blisters except me. My mother knitted me these socks for my 12th birthday. I miss her. Don't think the others like me very much because I'm the only one who isn't limping. The horizon keeps changing out here, but I can always see you in the distance. You're always there, Tomas. Are we about to have like a weird parasocial relationship with this random infantryman? Okay. So, Iron Nest, C1032. So we're way up here. And to make it appealing to streamers. Right. Spot 1, K6. 1-6. Mind your bum, Commander. M727. Okay, he's basically on the roof of the Naval Command building. B797. Okay. Boom. So, hang on. I'm gonna... delete all that off. Write it down properly. There we go. So, enemy signal station. So, spotter 1, 2.52. Spotter 2, 4.89. .34. So that means the enemy signal station is there. Enemy's assembly area. Spotter 2, 246. Two, 5, 2. So let's try that again. 246. Okay. So enemy's assembly area is there. In 5.8. That's not very far. And 266. Wait, what? That can't be right. Oh, sorry. Assembly area, not signal station. Okay. Yeah, I got those backwards. That would have been embarrassing. Okay. So, 0.58. .266. So... there! Ah, maths. Maths in it. Okay. Do we just want to do something horrible right about now? I mean, that's probably a pretty safe bet. We could just, like, fucking obliterate. So, about there should do it. I'm still looking for a opportunity to break out the incendiaries. I want to start some fires. So 1471. HD 603. Whoa. Don't need 4. There we go. Okay. Let's stock up, shall we? Also, we got some new stuff. So immediately reposition to an unknown. Oh, I see. Okay. And then where the fuck I am? Right. Covering smoke shell, non-lethal allied units advance towards the impact point. Okay, so if I'm trying to help somebody out. Incendiary shell. Yep. Okay, I'm going to buy 2 just regular old high explosives. Some powder charges. And a big boy. Bean. One, 4, 7, 1. Four, 7, 1. Okay, and oh wow, I've got that almost exact. Let's go. 36.18. All right. This will give him something to cry about. Boosh. Oh wow, I was actually a grid square off there. Not that it fucking matters, eh? Okay. And then there. .307. I know you don't have to put the bearing in but it helps me remember. Oh, there's finally some cool air coming in from outside, my word. In heat like this, there's basically no point of opening a window, because then all you're doing is just letting the hot air in from outside. And Kazambo! while that's in there, I'm gonna... Oh. Ordered an extra big boy gun. Alright. Boo! Destroyed. Primary targets confirmed destroyed. Anti-Monarchist command is crippled. Destroy 8 additional enemy units surrounding the town. So sound the horn to signal the breakout. Be prepared. Once the breakout begins, units will call for supporting fire and supporting smoke. Prepare smoke shells to support their advance. Okay, we will also buy some smoke shells. One in each should do it. Okay, I'm going to delete these fire support cards. Right. So I'm going to call spy plane starting at M3. Bearing 310. Three. They could have very easily have just made this like, oh, click on the map where you want the thing to... There we go. Alright. So... I assume that anchor means like Marines. Okay. So, hang on. Medium impact radius, chance to spread. When it says chance to spread, if I, like, sort of drop this at, like, here, how chance to spread are we talking? Like, would I theoretically obliterate all of these guys, eventually? Basically what I'm saying is, I want to use the incendiary, but I also, like... My brain is demanding that I be efficient. You know what? The only way to learn is by doing. Let's start some fires. So if we drop an incendiary right about here, what's that going to do? It says medium, so I'm guessing it's like that kind of blast range. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to drop it on these guys. Let's see what that does. Incendiary shells. Oh! To whom it may concern. I've got the right bearing. Go 9.38 kilometers. This is when the fire ends up spreading like into the city, like deeper into the city, and just like completely immolating my own dudes. But you know, where would we be if not for a bit of science? You give me an 800mm incendiary shell, I'm going to use the 800mm incendiary shell. Going to be coming from all the way downtown. Also, now I think about it, we've got 800mm smoke shell here. That's going to go just like... Poof. That is going to be quite the kaboom. 56.28. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, they've seen us. What's going on?
Scum. Scum. Scum.
Coastal batteries. Okay. So, hang on. Listening post at M753. Oh. That's my spotter. Right. Okay. Coastal battery 1, 5 points south. 5.77. So hang on, and it's got to be there. Howdy, Ava. We are presently being shelled. Okay, and the other one, 6.34. I hit a sick clip earlier, and the enemy are currently making me pay for it. Okay. Load. Damn it, need another HE shell in the other gun. There we go. Okay. Load. .91 bearing 129. 1. It's delightfully jaunty music while I am currently sweating like crazy trying to dial in the hostile artillery guns that are tracking my position. $52.84 $51.64 Shit's breaking. Come on. Come on. That shot's a bit off. Okay. Those shots were both way off. We need to... We've got time. We've got time. Two, 9, 9, 13.49, 2, 8, 5, 14.59. Nine. $53.96. 53.96. 4.36. I can hear the music behind the jaunty marches getting more intense as those shells get closer and closer. What? Oh, fuck, they're armoured. Shit, of course they are. We might be in trouble. Yeah, that shot is definitely getting closer. Oh god, 45 seconds. We are probably going to take a couple of hits while these shots are in flight. Nine. Oh, we just took a hit. Shells are in flight. It missed! Oh, crap. Get us out of here. It's a giant mecha kaiju, it can move. Ooh! Okay. So we have moved somewhere within D7. I'm just going to request positional report. So it's somewhere in D7. Odometer shows me at 0.5 kilometers from Iron Nest. Convoy current location D799. So D799 0.54. So we are somewhere over here. Ugh. What's the situation? Fire at K521. Oh, it's spreading... Right, it's spreading south. That's no help. Jesus! Okay. You... Get all of those out, please. So... I'm going to take our best guess. It says 0.454, which means I could be here. I could be anywhere along this arc. Ugh. Wow, this is a lot more intense than I ever thought this game was gonna get. Okay. Just gonna hope that's correct. Two. There we go. Ugh. Need more AP shells, please. Do one. Oh, I didn't actually. There we go. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Who knew war could be so stressful? Ah. 836. Okay, I think I might have actually gotten my our positioning correct. The shot seems to be broadly travelling the... Oh. Oh, god damn it. We have been exploded because I missed like 4 shots on the counter battery. Damn it. Oh, that was intense though. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I think we're gonna call that there. We're gonna head on back to the booth, and we'll pick up again tomorrow. Goodness gracious. Oh, I'm gonna need to lie down after that one. My goodness. Okay, let's see who's on. But yeah, like I say, I hit a sick clip during today's session that I am absolutely going to be editing over the weekend. All right. Oh. Mm. Oh. Wow, my neck hurts. Okay. So Hox is playing some Project Zomboid. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that'll do nicely. I think we'll raid into Hox. Haven't raided into him in a hot minute. There we go. Red. There we go. All right. I will see you all on Monday for more Iron Nest. Until then, thank you all for joining me. Good night and much love.